Hello, it is time for the first running review of 2023. I'm going to take the brand new Coombes album for a run. It is called Turn the Car Around. What's a running review, I hear you ask? It's when I listen to an album for the first time while running and I just tell you what I think about it. Let's get going. I'm so excited about this. If you know me, you know how much of a Coombes and Supergrass fan I am. Right, I can't wait to hear this. Here we go then. And the watch is on, the music's on, we're off, come on, let's go, 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 go. A piano with tiny lungs under each key gently creaks like a gate beneath the full moon. Notes in the distance peel off like the cries of a wolf on a Zoom call to the reservoir. Coombes enters the scene with a voice as deep as a chimney made of leather that runs all the way to the centre of the earth. His voice calls us inside and we see this woman sitting in a wing-back chair by a fire and she's writing. The atmosphere, oh my god, puddles, the atmosphere of the song makes her feel like a god, or she's holding that pen like the person who can write and decide our fate. There's a real building of tension, his voice is rising, feels like the music is climbing, anticipation is building. It's spooky and it's got these rickety minor chords which roll like a broken wagon in a sandstorm. It's going quiet, something's coming. Ah yes, there it is, the moment of all this release. It feels so euphoric. There are references there to a dam which must hold cages, and that really shows the desire for adventure in this song. It's such an incredible way to start the album because it offers us safety inside. It brings us in from a storm. I don't know, there's so much longing and dreaming in that first song. We're off to a good start. We're running very fast. Ah yes, we're on the second song now, and Don't Say It's Over blows in like the storm from something wicked. This way comes. Things aren't what they seem. Stuff doesn't make sense here. He's saying there he can't stay awake because he's so in love, and usually it's the other way around, and to me that says he's so in love with his visions and his dreams, and that's what this song feels like. It feels like you're tumbling through his dream. Oh, it's amazing. There's a guitar riff there that spins like a carousel made out of safety pins, and there's a note on the bass and piano which is so deep when it dives it feels like a whale belly flopping on your version of reality. I'm running on ice right now. I'm sure he just said it's okay Blue Jay, and I thought of the folklore where Blue Jay made the earth because it created land when everything was made out of water. Again, Coombes is offering us safety, and there's a lot of drowned images in this song, ships turning around, lots of water, so this is incredible. 2 songs in and I feel like I've entered into the album and I want to stay there. Some great mixtures of imagery there. She walks in fire, he wants to jump in the cold river, there's that burning of desire in there again, yes, and the narrative flows perfectly. I just knew we were going to be introduced to some heat and lizard dream. That's it, that's the heat there. It's really hypnotic bass line and it calls your shadow away from your body. This is amazing. Coombes sounds so menacing here as he looks us in the eye and dares us to go on the other side of the street if we see him coming. I'm crossing the road, Gaz, I'm crossing the road. The lizard here, it symbolises rebirth and reawakening. It's so good. That little snort down the microphone, this is so cool, and this song makes you feel like you're suddenly going to break free of those shackles around you. He feels a change, let the mind surrender. Yes, there's so much in here about the battle of different parts of your personality, the one rooted in reality and the one that wants to dream and live in a world of fiction. Fascinating. Coombes has always been one of my favourite guitarists because he puts so much emotion into his playing. Like this song now, when it has to bite, those solos really bite, and then when melodies have to soar, he lets them soar, he lets them fly. Long Live the Strange briefly reminded me of Electioneering by Radiohead, and then the vocals and the horns came in to hit it like a hurricane. This song really does reverberate around your body. I feel like I'm in the presence of 100 elephants in an indoor skate park. Oh, that solo and the line about walking into a new life. Oh my word. The idea of rebirth is all over this album. And the line there about the young ones can shake all the nightmares. Oh, it makes me think of the album title, Turn the Car Around. It's like, that's more than just turning an actual car around. It's changing the course of your own history and the history of everybody else around you. Not the only thing that brings my heart rate back down. It's very sad. There's a very intricate drum line going on top of that acoustic guitar, and it makes you think. So I was just thinking about turn the car around. Does that mean we can turn back the hands of time and go back to the past? But this is very sad. It makes you realise that that's just not possible. Dream all you want, that's just not possible. This song also seems to be about creative freedom, because I think there's reference there to finding your scene or the mainstream, and oh, it's just absolutely terrific. This album makes you feel like you're flying so much now and again. I feel like I should do the brace position, because it takes you to some incredible heights like this now. Oh my word! It's the perfect album to run to, because it tells you you should dream, you should be strong, you should be willing to fight. But at the end of the day, those things, or being able to do that, is not the most important thing in the world. There is more to life than that. This title song, it contains our deepest wishes, but it also shows the impossibility of them being carried out, because a lot of them are in the past. It's about missing your mother and being unable to turn that car around to go back in time to see her again. And this for me is where the track listing is so clever, because the song before this already told you there's more to life than kind of being able to fulfill your wishes. Is more to life than that. It's eased us in gently to this devastatingly heartbreaking song. It's Gaz Coombes telling you to trust your heart and find your place to be yourself. Oh, I love it. That was such an incredible line. It was stunning. The good times are behind us, they're in the past, but their echoes can reach forward and touch us now. It's so philosophical. It makes my legs feel light as I battle up this muddy and icy hill. It has a relentless energy, and acoustic guitars seem to follow you around like Dutch windmills. Sunlight, oh my god, it's slippery. Sunlight is really the source of hope and optimism on this. He says something travelling across the solar winds, and he tells you that everything will be okay, and then he hits you with this incredible, absolutely incredible guitar solo. Oh, I love it. I love this album so much. Genius, absolute genius, and it fades out like a delicious taste you want to stay on your tongue, and that fade out fits with the idea of echoes from the past reaching us. We want them to get closer and closer, but as we get older they move further and further away. This love is funky and uplifting, and it gives you the momentum to pull yourself away from, I don't know, the relentless heartbreak, and turn this car around. We're going fast. This might be the fastest kilometre of the run so far. Come on legs, let's go. Woo! It's about fair fights and being able to survive. Again, another example of the perfect track listing. That song says we need a fairer fight, and then Sonny the Strong tells the story of a guy who has won too many battles in his life. It's heartbreaking, it's devastating, that hope is fading. It tells us how important love and friendship are. We need those things to overcome all the difficulties in our life, and I guess ultimately that was the downfall of Sonny the Strong. He couldn't find love. This album feels like you're part of a carnival. The verse about Sonny the Strong having to go to war. Oh my word. Oh, this has been such an interesting run, because I've been feeling good and running fast, and then there's lines like that which are so, oh, they're just heartbreaking. I think all the sadness needs to be in there though, because it shows you the importance of taking, to use the metaphor of the album, to taking hold of that wheel, turning the car around and steering it in the direction you want to go, the direction which is right for you. These stories encourage you to be brave and tell you that when you can't turn that car around, you've got to be strong and you've got to keep going forward, and sometimes you've got to go over the edge to find yourself. On the last song of the album, Gaz tells us about having the strength to dance on, and the wonderful thing about dancing is you're in charge of the direction you want to go, whether you're on the dance floor, your living room or your life. That combination of dancing and music, it gives you the rhythm and the flow to face whichever way you want to face. It's an album about the power of love, the power of dreaming, and above all that, the power, the real healing power of music. Oh fucking hell, oh my god, it's slippery down here. Oh, the album ends with this really cryptic line where Gaz Coombes suggests there are two versions of himself, one which is in the real world and one which lives in this fictional utopia, and the music fades out as he leaves us with that thought. Oh, I'm done. I am done. Thank you very much, Gaz Coombes. Thank you very much for turning the car around, an album that shows us that life is full of ups and downs. We dream of a utopia, but sometimes we realise we can't get there, but then we also think it doesn't matter, that's not the most important thing in the world. It's about love, friendship, the power of dreaming, the power of music, and that combines to give you an incredible run. That was absolutely amazing run. I'm on a roll this year with my running anyway, but this just added to it. Turn the car around by Gaz Coombes. I love you so much. Thank you for making that. I'm a running punk. You should all be running punks too. See you soon. Bye.